Very good morning, and I heartily welcome all of you for season 2. And I must say thank you to all the participants for your overwhelming response for season 1, where more than 2.5 thousand participants were actively involved. In season 1, I would like to update to the new users that in season 1, I have discussed with you about GPAT and GPAT, its structure, and how the qualification of GPAT examination is easy. And now in season 2, I'm going to discuss with you about what to read and how to read for GPAT 2021. I would like to update that this webinar is organized by R.C. Patel Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Shirpur. Normally, these two questions, that is what to read and how to read, are the burning question present among the mind of GPAT aspirants, isn't it? And hence, in today's season 2, I'm going to address both the question that what to read and how to read. And hence, I personally feel that after watching my lecture, you will feel very excited, you'll start preparing for the GPAT examination. Before to that one, I would like to introduce to myself. I'm Harun Patel, working as Associate Professor at R.C. Patel Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research. I'm equally involved in research and academics, and as a part of my interest, I'm helping GPAT aspirants for the GPAT exam preparation and for the NIPER exam preparation. Talking about myself, I have more than 80 international publications, 3 national and 1 international books. And I also faced a research grant of more than 80 lakh rupees from Department of Science and Technology and Indian Council of Medical Research, New Delhi. So this is all about myself. Now I would like to introduce to the R.C. Patel, where I'm working. R.C. Patel is one of the well-known institute at all India level, which is recognized or accredited by NAC, NBA for 6 years. And as per the recent NF ranking, this institute falls among the best 50 institute. We have all kind of PG courses starting from pharmaceutics to the clinical pharmacy. Apart from D Pharm, B Pharm, M Pharm, and PhD, we also have BTech and MTech courses in cosmetic. And if you want more information about R.C. Patel, I request all of you to visit www.rcpatelpharmacy.co.in. So this is all about R.C. Patel and myself. Now I'm going to the first question, that is what to read. It seems to be a simple question, but I know very well that who are working at ground level, it is one of the toughest question, isn't it? And hence I want to address the first question, what to read. So the simple answer to this question is that read the major subject first, isn't it? So if you pick the NTA syllabus of GPAT, you'll find that they have mentioned 21 subjects over there, isn't it? And for the brilliant student, it is not possible. Even for brilliant student, I can say that it is not possible that to cover all 21 subjects, isn't it? And hence there is need of smart study, and hence I have classified these 21 subjects into 3 categories. The first one is a major category, the second one is a minor category, and third one is excludable categories. And hence I request all the GPAT aspirants that whether it is GPAT examination or whether it is any kind of competitive examination in say that civil services, you should be very smart, okay? And hence I personally suggest that you must focus on major subject first. Later you can go to the minor one. And if you pick up the old question paper of last 30 or 31 years, you'll find that about 80% question they have been asked on the major subject, Okay, and only 20% questions they have been asked on the minor and excludable subject, and hence I'll recommend to the GPAT aspirant of 2021 that they must focus on major one. In major, the first and most important, I will recommend pharmacology, isn't it? Followed by pharmaceutics. I have divided pharmaceutics further in three sub branches, in three subway. The first one is pure pharmaceutics, second is a physical pharmacy, third one is a pharmaceutical engineering. After that, the third and most important subject is medicinal chemistry, followed by pharmaceutical analysis, pharmacognosy, and organic chemistry. So in this way, these are six important subjects where you have to give more focus. Later, you have to shift to the minor subject. In minor subject, again, two are most important. The first one is the microbiology and second is the biochemistry. If you pick up old question paper, again, you'll come to know that near about five question it has been asked on microbiology and biochemistry. It means that I want to say that even in minor category, microbiology and biochemistry are the most important, isn't it? Then it should be followed by biotechnology, inorganic chemistry, biopharm, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, and physical chemistry. If you observe question paper, last question paper, you'll find that hardly one or two questions have been asked on biotech, inorganic chemistry, biopharma, PJ, and physical chemistry, isn't it? I have personally seen that most of the students, they feel that उनका बहुत interesting subject inorganic chemistry होता है, and hence they are personally focusing on the inorganic chemistry, or they are personally focusing on microbiology. But I've seen that they are focusing on such kind of minor subject for 2 to 3 months, isn't it? But at the end, in the examination, 2 to 3 questions will be there on minor, and hence I request all of you that you must focus on major, and then you can focus on minor subject. And even in minor, I'm recommending that microbiology and biochemistry are the most important. Talking about the third category, that is excludable subject. Why I'm calling it as excludable subject, I'll explain. For example, in excludable subject, the first subject and second subject means dispensing pharmacy and hospital pharmacy. Both the subjects are somewhat extent interlinked or related with pharmaceutics, isn't it? If question has been asked on dispensing pharmacy or hospital pharmacy, you can easily click out the right answer based upon your knowledge of 4-year B Pharma, or based if you have seriously studied the major subject in the form pharmaceutics, you can easily answer the question of dispensing pharmacy and hospital pharmacy. And hence, I'll recommend that there is no need to read the dispensing pharmacy and hospital pharmacy. You can put it in as excludable subject. After hospital pharmacy, the next one is clinical pharmacy, anatomy, and pathology. Again, this three subject, if you closely observe this three subject, you'll come to know that these three subjects are again related with that of pharmacology. If you have seriously read pharmacology, you can easily answer the question of clinical pharmacy, anatomy, and pathology, isn't it? And hence, I'll recommend to all GPAT aspirants that they must focus on major, then followed by minor. This is some other suggestion from my side about the study material. What kind of study material you must have? Okay. So I'll recommend that you all must have PharmaGlimpse, and this PharmaGlimpse, it is freely available on Google. You just Google and you'll get all ready-made notes of PharmaGlimpse. Then it should be followed by PharmaRock. PharmaRock is also freely available on the net in the form of PDF. Okay, so these both notes should be with you. Then you must be having a PharmaKeys subscription with you, pharmakeys.com. It provides last 30 years question papers, and that will boost your confidence. Followed by book of Najma Inamdar, that is GPAT Companion. You must also have Nathani, book of Nathani, where he has specially focused on pharmaceutics, physical pharmacy, and pharmaceutical engineering. Followed by Piyush publication book, Umang Shah book, Chetan Evle book, and at the end you can opt GDC notes. So this 9 study materials should be ready with you, along with the textbook. Means these are the ready-made notes, and this is a textbook. So this all things should be ready with you for the GPAT exam preparation. Now I'm answering to the next question. Now I'm individually telling you that how to prepare for the subjects. So we'll pick the first and most important subject, that pharmacology? The question, this may be a question from your side, that why pharmacology I have picked on the first number. Because pharmacology is a conceptual subject, isn't it? And I have personally seen that if you finish pharmacology before August, I can give guarantee that you'll surely qualify the examination. Pharmacology is somewhat extent interlinked with each other. For example, ANS is linked with CVS, CNS, CVS, and somewhat extent ANS and CVS, they are again interlinked with CNS. Hence, I'll recommend that first you should start with pharmacology. Question arises that then how to read pharmacology? This is a prototype example which I'm telling, and in the same fashion, you have to read all subject. So in stage number 1, first you have to go through the chapter, isn't it? For example, here I have taken the example of sulfonamide, which belongs to the chemotherapy section of pharmacology. So what one has to do in first reading? In first reading, just go through the chapter. For example, after reading sulfonamide, I came to know that sulfonamides were the first antibacterial drug, isn't it? Then I came to know that sulfonamides, they are inhibiting the bacteria by inhibiting the folic acid synthesis. Folic acid is required for the DNA synthesis of bacteria. In this way, they are acting as antibacterial. Crystalluria was one of the major problem or hurdle associated with sulfonamides, and hence doctor of that time, they are recommending that patient should take plenty of water. Okay. And later I came to know that bacteria, they started showing resistance to sulfonamides, and hence trimethoprim is added further along with the sulfonamide, isn't it? So these are 4 to 5 points I came to know that after first reading. So the main purpose of first reading is to get the essence of chapter, what is given inside that one. Okay. After that, you should critically start reading in stage 2. So in stage 2, the most, and what you have to do in stage 2, you have to pick the odd points, because in GPAT examination, they are asking question on odd points, isn't it? Even in season 1, I told you, for example, if I'm telling you a story of Gandhiji, I'm telling that Gandhiji was father of nation. He was born on 2nd October. He did this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling a lot of about Gandhiji. So on which points question will be asked? The question will be like that, when he was born. So answer will be 2nd October. Okay. And the question will be like that, who was father of nation? So answer will be that Gandhiji is father of nation, isn't it? So in this way, from whole chapter, question will be on odd points, isn't it? And hence, when you are doing the second reading, you must keep a marker with yourself or pencil, and you just highlight the odd points. Okay. बट व्हेन आई एम इंटरेक्टिंग विद स्टूडेंट, दे आर सेइंग दैट सर जब हम सेकंड रीडिंग पढ़ते हैं तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि सारे के सारे ही पॉइंट्स इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. Of course, this may be the problem faced by you. Now, in that case, how you can tackle such kind of problem? And hence, I'll recommend that in stage 3, some ready-made notes are prepared by professional people like Glimpse and others. So you just, if you have confusion about picking odd points, just read that notes, okay? And in that notes, they already mention just only odd points, okay? So from that one, you'll come to know that इस paragraph के अंदर कौन सा odd point हो सकता है. For example, here I'm telling you about the first paragraph of sulfonamide. तो इसके अंदर I can say that the first odd point, it could be that Gray had Domack, who was the name of scientist who discovered the sulfonamide. This could be the first odd point. Which drug he discovered first? He discovered the protonsil. So this could be the second point. Later people come to know that protonsil, after metabolism into the liver, it is converting into the sulfanilamide, and they said that protonsil is not responsible for the antibacterial effect, but it is a sulfanilamide. Okay. And in other way, I can say that in this way, protonsil is a product of sulfanilamide. So these are the 2 odd points which I got after reading the first paragraph of this chapter. And this way, you have to pick the odd points. Once you highlighted the odd point, then what you have to do? You have to write down all the odd points in the notes. Okay, you have to prepare your own notes. Okay, and write down all the points in the notes. Okay. In this way, your notes will be ready. And who will be helping you to prepare the odd points? Of course, ready-made notes. And again, I'm telling you that if you are reading directly from the notes, you will not understand anything else. you have to at least once you have to go through the textbook. Reading of textbook is very essential. Okay, if you are directly going with notes, it is not possible that your concept will be clear, isn't it? So here I discussed with about stage 1, just go through the chapter. Stage 2, highlight the point. In stage 3, if you have confusion about odd points, how to pick the odd points, take the help of professional notes, and that notes will guide you. And in this way, in stage 4, you can prepare your own notes. So in this way, your notes will be ready. Again, I would like to recommend that your notes should be in a very simplified and concise. Okay, so it should be very to the point. Okay, it should not be very lengthy or descriptive, you know? Isn't it? Okay, here you can see my notes which I prepare of sulfonamide. Here you can see that I have finished the whole chapter just in 2 pages, isn't it? And I'll recommend that you can use the blank pages rather than using the line pages. Line pages, they are creating some sort of psychological barrier, isn't it? And hence I'll recommend that, not mandatory. Okay, but I'll recommend that you should use blank pages where you can write down your own notes. Okay, in this way, your notes will be ready. This may be another question from your side, that sir, actually I'm not interested for preparing the notes, it is consuming a lot of time, isn't it? Okay, so here I'm putting two categories of students: student A and student B. Student A is a highlighter, as I have highlighted him in yellow color over here. So what is the problem with such kind of a student? When they are going for the second revision, again the pile of book will be there in front of them, isn't it? When they are going for the second revision, they have the same kind of psychological tension, that again I have to read the whole Tripathi, again I have to read the whole Rangendale, isn't it? And hence, just to overcome the psychological problem, I'll recommend that at least for pharmacology, not for other subject, but at least for pharmacology, I'll recommend that you should prepare your own notes. So consider the case of student B, who has prepared his own notes, and hence when he'll be going for the second revision, he will be having just a notebook of 50 to 60 pages, and he will not be having a psychological problem as the student A is facing, isn't it? And it is properly said by someone is that sav baka and ek likha, isn't it? If you are telling something 100 times, so writing one time is much better than saying 100 times something. And hence writing of notes, it will help you to prepare that subject in a very proper way. And hence I'll recommend you that all the GPAT aspirant, at least they should prepare the notes of pharmacology. After once your notes are ready, then what you have to do? You have to read your own notes. It is called a self-study. Then you prepare the group. Okay, where group discussion is essential. Once your self study is over, you can discuss the thing among your partners, among your friends. Okay, tell me the mode of action of sulfonamides. Okay, why sulfonamides are not active in pus condition, what are the problems? You can play such kind of a what I can say, that crossfire question. Okay, where you can ask cross question to each other. Okay, tell me which sulfonamide is not having a Aristo group directly attached with the benzene ring. Okay, why trimethoprim is combined with that of the sulfamethoxazole, why other drug is not used. Likewise, you can ask cross question to each other. What is the help of that one? In this way, group discussion will boost your confidence, isn't it? As well as if you are individually studying, sometimes you may feel lazy, isn't it? But if your partner is studying, and if you are not studying in group discussion, you'll get a negative inspiration from him. Yaar, wo padhai kar raha hai and I'm lagging behind as compared to him. In this way, group discussion will increase your morale, as well as it will give you some sort of jealousy type of the motivation. And hence, I'll recommend to all of you that you must prepare the group where you can do the group discussion once your particular chapter is over. After that, you need to solve the old question paper. Why solving the old question paper is essential? Once your chapter is over, one group discussion is over, you can solve old question paper. Solving old question paper, it will boost your confidence, okay, as well as it gives you idea that what kind of question it has been normally asked into the GPAT. Okay, where I'm lagging, what kind of improvement is needed in myself. And hence I'll recommend that once your chapter is over, you must focus in solving the old GPAT question paper. And for that purpose, I have even in the season 1, I have mentioned one of the best platform for that one is pharmkeys.com. Now they have shifted at pharmakeys.genome.com, and this website in interactive fashion it provides last 31 years GPAT GATE question paper year wise, subject wise, and topic wise at just 199 rupees. This is one of the format which I have taken from PharmKeys. You can see that once your ANS is over, when you click in pharmkeys.com on ANS, the question of last 30 year which has been asked on ANS, it will display in front of you. You can see that on ANS in last 30 year 37 question has been asked. So number of this question, again it will suggest you that weightage of that topic. Okay, if more number has been asked on the particular topic, it means that you have to focus more on that one. So this is a first help or first indication you are getting from PharmKeys. Okay, when you click on question number 2, so question number 2, it will display in front of you. When you click any kind of option A, B, C, D, whether it is right or wrong, in both the cases it will suggest you, it will display the explanation about that particular question. And this is online platform, and hence it will also remove the fear of online examination. Okay, so hence I'll recommend that you must, at least once you finish your self-study and group discussion, you can solve old GPAT question paper or old GATE question paper, and that will help you and that will boost your confidence, I can say that. Other question which may be present in your mind, that what important points are there in pharmacology? So in pharmacology, the first, you should start with chemotherapy rather than, second is the ANS, third one is the CNS, and fourth one is a third one is a CVS, and fourth one is a CNS. So these are the 4 important sections on which you have to focus. I have personally seen that most of you may be from 3rd year, or most of you may be in final year right now, and you start preparing from the receptor. Okay, you start from preparing the general pharmacology. Okay, but you should not start with general pharmacology. Hardly 2 to 3 questions will be from general pharmacology, but maximum question in pharmacology, they will be from this 4 section. That is first chemotherapy, second ANS, third CVS, and fourth is a CNS. Okay, and just to understand pharmacology or medicinal chemistry, your 3 concepts should be clear. First, what is a receptor? Okay, whatever drug you are seeing in pharmacology or medicinal chemistry, they may be the agonist or they may be the antagonist. So if you understand what is a receptor, what is agonist, and what is antagonist, so you can easily read the chemotherapy, NS, CVS, and CNS. Okay, but these are the some major concept. Okay, but it doesn't mean that बस इतना ही आपको आता है, तो it doesn't mean that क्या आपको दूसरा पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं. But you have to read the remaining general pharmacology at the end. After that, because already you have read general pharmacology in 3rd year, isn't it? Or if you are some of you in PCS syllabus, they may have read general pharmacology in 2nd year, isn't it? Okay, apart from this 4 section, these are some individual chapter which I have taken from the remaining Triparty. The first one is immunosuppressant. There is short question every year on immunosuppressant. This is based on my last 10 years experience. I'm telling this important chapters. Then the next which you should read is antihistaminic, anti-ulcer, analgesic, hypoglycemic, thyroid, and toxicology. So in this way, you have to focus on these 5 important points in pharmacology. Later you can read the general pharmacology. Okay. Now it may be questioning again in your mind that yes, these are the important points, and in this way you have to study pharmacology. Then what to read in pharmacology? So one of the important point which you have to read in pharmacology is classification. You can see that on classification every year 5 to 6 questions are there. How many? 5 to 6 questions are there on classification, and hence you must be very perfect in classification. Okay, classification is somewhat extent it is a rectification or mugging, and hence it may be possible that you may, if you are individually studying, it may be possible that there is some sort of confusion while reading the new drugs, isn't it? And hence I'll recommend you that when you are preparing for pharmacology, especially classification, you should do the group discussion. Group discussion, it will resolve the problem of confusion. So classification should be by heart. Okay, the next mode of action, again in one line. Okay, if your concepts are clear, motivation will be in one line. Like if I'm talking about the sulfonamide, I can say that sulfonamide, they inhibit the folic acid synthesis. Okay, simple, one line. Okay, A third important point is metabolism. Okay, no need to do a metabolism. Because hardly one or two question will be on metabolism, but that question is a very tricky one. They are asking that name of cytochrome enzyme. Cytochrome is a quite a big family of enzyme, and they are giving the exam name of drug and asking that which cytochrome enzyme is metabolizing this drug. Okay, so just for the sake of one question, reading all 600 drug, okay, it is not justifiable, and hence I'll recommend that you escape metabolism. Even I personally seen that most of the students, they are reading the spectrum, means whether these sulfonamides are active against gram negative or gram positive. No need to read against spectrum. Okay, I'm recommending such kind of thing. Okay, the last important thing is that adverse effect. I have personally seen that again when students, they are preparing for GPAT examination. In the beginning, they are Shaktiman. Okay, they are reading each and everything very properly. Okay, लेकिन इतने सारे एडवर्स इफेक्ट पढ़ने के बाद, ओके, इफ यू आर रीडिंग एडवर्स इफेक्ट ऑफ होल त्रिपाठी, एट द एंड आपको दो ही याद रहेंगे, nausea and vomiting, isn't it? So which adverse effect you have to do? So in Tripathi, okay, wherever it is mentioned that this is the most important side effect of this drug. For example, if you are reading sulfonamide, it is properly mentioned over there that crystal urea is the most important side effect of sulfonamide. So whenever such kind of word, whenever Tripathi is stressing that this is the most important or this is one of the major hurdle associated with this drug, only such kind of adverse effect you have to do, isn't it? No need to do adverse effect of all categories, otherwise nausea and vomiting will be at the end, isn't it? So in this way you have to read the pharmacology. So in pharmacology, just you are reading classification and motivation and adverse effect of only few drugs, and in this way preparation of pharmacology is quite easy, isn't it? Now, which textbook one must refer for the pharmacology? So I'll recommend that you must refer KD Tripathi 7th and 8th edition, both one. And in 7th edition, 8th edition is quite a short one. They have summarized the thing in 8th edition. Okay, in 7th edition, you'll find a detailed discussion. Okay, personally, I'm talking on one of the hurdle with Tripathi is that introduction is not properly explained in diagrammatic way of particular chapter. For that one, just to understand introduction of particular chapter, you can read the H.L. Sharma. Okay, just for understanding the introduction part. Okay, here I'm saying that you should not move between the different books. You should fix that. Yes, this is my basic book, and I will stuck to this. I'll stuck to this one. Okay, you should not move between 2 to 3 books. If you are moving likewise, so you'll be getting confused at the end. For example, if you are Tripathi's basic book, then just for the sake of adding additional point, you can refer other books. Okay, for example, if your basic book is Tripathi, you can read the Rangandel just to add a point in your notes. Okay, if you open the Rangandel, then if you are referring Tripathi as a basic book, I'll recommend that at least you should read the tables given in the Rangandel, isn't it? Okay. And if you're reading the Rangandel, then I don't think that there is need of reading the Tripathi. Okay, some of the students, they may ask that they are interested to read the pharmacology books of MBBS student, isn't it? Okay, so no problem. Okay, these are my suggestion. Okay, what I feel about pharmacology. Okay, but I'll based upon my 5 to 10 years experience, I'll recommend that you must use this 2 book, that is Tripathi and Rangandel. Okay. If you're reading Rangandel, then no need to go with Tripathi. If you're reading the Tripathi, then at least you must read the tables given in Rangandel, isn't it? And ready-made notes for the pharmacology, it is glimpse. Okay, so in this way, this is all about pharmacology. Now moving to the next subject, medicinal chemistry. Most of you may have the fear of chemistry, isn't it? Okay, but don't worry, I have planned for you. Okay, if you are having a fear of organic chemistry or medicinal chemistry, you can escape this subject, no problem. Okay, this may be something surprising to you to listen such kind of statement from my side. Being a teacher of medicinal chemistry, I'm saying you that you can escape medicinal chemistry. So why I'm saying that you can escape medicinal chemistry? Because what are the question which has been asked on the medicinal chemistry? There are following format like classification, and already this classification you have covered in pharmacology. Only you have to do structure and nomenclature. Okay, then motivation, already motivation you have covered in pharmacology. Metabolism, already you have covered this one in pharmacology. Adverse effect, already you have covered in pharmacology. It means that 90% of medicinal chemistry you already covered while studying the pharmacology. Only 10% part, that is structure, IPC nomenclature and synthesis. structure, IPC nomenclature, and synthesis. Okay, this 3 additional part you have to cover. Okay, and if you have fear of organic chemistry or medicinal chemistry, I'll say that even leave this one. Okay, and if you are good at medicinal chemistry or organic chemistry, I'll recommend that you must do the structure, IPC nomenclature and synthesis. Only this 3 part. This may be another question, क्या सर ओके हमें अगर स्ट्रक्चर, आईपीसी नोमेनक्लेचर और सिंथेसिस करना है तो कौन से टॉपिक की करना चाहिए? So these are my observation again. These are additionally I'm suggesting some important point for structure, IPC nomenclature and synthesis. Okay. So in CNS, you must focus on sedative hypnotics, anti-epileptics, and antipsychotic. You'll find that benzodiazepine ring, one of the famous ring in sedative hypnotics. Okay, barbiturates, one of the famous ring. So if question has been asked, it will be on the benzodiazepine ring. You'll find that in each and every question paper there is short question either on the nomenclature, either on the synthesis of benzodiazepine ring. Okay, and hence in CNS you must focus on the synthesis, IPC nomenclature, structure, IPC nomenclature and synthesis of sedative hypnotics, anti-epileptics and antipsychotic. If you are reading ANS, you must focus on the structure, IPC nomenclature and synthesis of alpha blockers and beta blockers. If you are focusing on CVS, you must read calcium channel blocker, diuretics and as ACE inhibitor. Okay. If you are reading chemotherapy, then I have seen that personally every year there is short question on beta-lactamase inhibitor, structure of beta-lactamase inhibitor, then anti-TB, anti-malaria, antifungal, and antiviral. So you must focus on structure, IPC nomenclature, and synthesis of these 4 categories. And in analgesic, of course, you must read the chemistry of morphine, pure agonist and pure antagonist. So if you are interested in medicinal chemistry, especially in structure, IPC nomenclature and synthesis, so these are the few chapters which I am putting in front of you where you can focus. If you have fear of medicinal chemistry and organic chemistry, you can leave this one because there will be 4 to 5 questions, 3 to 4 questions, okay, on structure, IPC nomenclature and synthesis. Okay, if you are leaving this 4 question, so still you have out of 125 still you have 120 question in front of you, and it doesn't mean that you have escaped medicinal chemistry. Already 90% medicinal chemistry you have covered while reading the pharmacology, isn't it? Now moving to the book, which textbook you must refer for the medicinal chemistry. So I'll recommend Wilson. Okay, and for synthesis, IPC nomenclature and structure, I'll recommend S.N. Pandya. In S.N. Pandya, in a very proper way, he has given a structure, IPC nomenclature and synthesis. So these are the 2 books which I'll recommend for the medicinal chemistry. And again, after reading medicinal chemistry, you have to solve the old question paper by visiting pharmkeys.com. You can see that this is again screenshot which I have taken from PharmKeys, where in medicinal chemistry they have classified in your topic wise. If you are finished with ANS, okay, you can see that in medicinal chemistry of ANS they have asked 24 question in last 30 years. When you will click on question number 1, will display. The question is skeletal muscle relation. Relaxation produced by the drug is effectively antagonized by neostigmine. So if you click on any answer, it will display that whether it is right answer or right or wrong answer, and in both the cases it will show you the explanation. There is also option of flag. It means the same option is also available in online mode. If you have confusion about 2 option A or B, you can use the option of flag. So such kind of question you can solve in round 2. So the same kind of facility is also available in pharmkeys.com. Coming to the major and third important subject. So first is pharmacology, which I discussed with you. Second, medicinal chemistry. It is up to you whether you have to go with medicinal chemistry or not. Okay. The third and most important subject is pharmaceutics, the heart of pharmacy as per you. And now what I did, okay, I have divided pharmaceutics again in 3 ways. The first is a pure pharmaceutics, second is a physical pharmacy, and third one is a pharmaceutical engineering. So first I'm going to discuss with you about pure pharmaceutics. In pure pharmacy, the first chapter is a tablet, and here, as per the chapter, multiple reference book you have to refer for this pharmaceutics. It is not like a pharmacology where just reading a Tripathi or Rangandel it will solve the problem. Here, multiple books will be. You have to refer multiple books for reading pharmaceutics. For tablet, I'll recommend Lachman, okay, and one of the ready-made notes of Chetan Evle. Chetan Evle is one of the best book, okay, in the very precise and manner he has prepared the notes. Then again, Nathani, okay, and GTC, I'll recommend. So basic textbook is Lachman, and notes are of Evle, Nathani, and GTC. Capsule, you can read a capsule. It is in a very proper way. It is given in Banker, but along with Banker, I'll say that Lachman and Banker you can use for a capsule, and ready-made notes are same as Evle, Nathani, and JTC. For aerosol, Lachman, and same again notes Evle, Nathani, GDC. Parental, same Lachman, Evle, Nathani, GDC. Sterilization, you can read sterilization from anywhere, no because this sterilization is also in microbiology, also in pharmaceutics, okay. You can refer any kind of a book for the sterilization, even of any micro book. Next is a pharmaceutical calculation, or I can say that posology. And scatter weight is given in all the books, but in Chetan Evle, he has prepared a separate chapter on posology. Okay, so I'll recommend for posology, and there is short question on posology. Okay, where they're asking that dose calculation, then that alligation method, then isotonicity calculation. So multiple types of calculations are there in statistics, and that is in short called as a posology. And in Chetan Evle, in a very proper way, he has prepared the section called as a posology. The next one is a new drug delivery system. For that one, you need to refer the Brahmankar, where on the last section of Brahmankar, he has mentioned about the different kinds of new drug delivery system. Talking about the next, ophthalmic preparation, you can refer any kind of book for ophthalmic preparation, no restriction. And the last one is the cosmetic. In cosmetic, you need to focus on lipstick, shampoos, and depilatories. For that one, again, you can refer any kind of book. Here I have suggested Mittal. Okay, not essential that you should stick the Mittal. You can refer any kind of a cosmetic book which you are reading for the B Pharma. So this is called as a core SOTEX. Okay, and these are the references for the core SOTEX. Here I'm again telling the name of book, Lachman, I discussed, Banker, Remington, Mittal, Brahmankar, and Ansel for pharmaceutics, and ready-made notes of Chetan Evle, Umang Shah, and Nathani. You can refer for pure pharmaceutics. This ready-made notes means what? These people already read the same chapter tablet from 5 to 6 book, and they are giving ready-made notes or the ready-made abstract of 5 to 6 book. Okay, then no, so that's why you don't need to go into the 5 to 6 book. Okay, and hence I'll recommend that when you are finished with one chapter, go with ready-made notes. Okay, and your points and their points you combine, and you can prepare your own notes. Okay, for students, I'm not compelling that you can prepare your own notes. It's up to you. Okay, moving to the next, again for pharmaceutics, once your pharmaceutics is over, you can refer, you can solve old GPAT question paper by visiting pharmakeys.com. Here you can see that in pharmaceutics they have properly classified in the topic in the topic wise, like a tablet, capsule, parental, aerosol. If you click on tablet, near about 300 questions have been asked on tablet in last 30 years. It itself indicate that it itself indicate the weightage of tablet in GPAT examination. Okay, so in this way, this PharmKeys will tell you the weightage of particular topic, as well as it boosts your confidence and morale about the GPAT exam. Next, in pharmaceutics, the subdivision is a physical pharmacy. In physical pharmacy, I'm recommending 3 to 4 chapters to you. The first one is the kinetics, and even in kinetics, you have to focus on the first first order, and second order kinetic equation. Okay, and their example. Every year there is question on the first zero order, first order, and second order kinetics, as well as some problem they're asking about the shelf life, accelerated stability study. So these are the important from kinetics. Talking about macromimetics. Second most important topic in physical pharmacy is macromimetics, rheology, then interfacial phenomena, suspension, emulsion, and collide. These 4 chapters are interlinked with each other. So in this way, in physical pharmacy, you have to focus on these 4 important points. And for that one, you have to refer the first textbook of CVS Subramaniam, physical pharmacy. Okay, and you can refer the ready-made notes of Nathani. In this way, you can finish the physical pharmacy by reading the CVS Subramaniam and Nathani. If some of the participants are from second year, okay, I'll recommend that you already finish with the physical pharmacy. So you can start preparing physical pharmacy from second year onward, isn't it? If second year participants are watching me, it is my suggestion for you people. Then after physical pharmacy, the next important subject in pharmaceutics is pharmaceutical engineering. Okay, in pharmaceutical engineering, rather than studying whole book, I'm suggesting this 4 to 5 chapter. The first one is a drying, second is a filtration, third is a size reduction, fourth one is size separation and mixing. These are 5 important chapters in pharmaceutical engineering. Now, how to read? In pharmaceutical engineering, you are dealing with machines. Okay, drying means dryer, filtration means your filtration machine will be there. In size reduction, different machines will be there, which is used to reduce the size, and size separation machines will be there above to separate the things. And in mixing, you'll find different kind of mixer. So engineering, pharmaceutical engineering means what? It means what? This subject is dealing with the machines. Okay, so how to prepare for pharmaceutical engineering? You just prepare whenever you are starting with particular chapter, you prepare such kind of chart where you can mention name of instrument, its principle, on what principle it is working, its advantage and disadvantage, advantage or special purpose. Okay, for example, sometime it has been this question has been asked, that which machine is used for the parental for the size reduction of parental profession, isn't it? So it is a special purpose which has been asked. This may be a question asked, that what are the advantage of this machine over that one. Okay, so in this way, when you are reading a pharmaceutical engineering, you just read the instrument, name of the instrument, its principle, advantage, disadvantage, and its purpose. If you summarize, if you prepare notes in this way, it will help you to prepare for pharmaceutical engineering. And again, which books you have to refer for pharmaceutical engineering? As usual, CVS Subramaniam, both the volume 1 and volume 2, and ready-made notes of Nathani are also available. So in this way, Nathani will help you. Okay, ready-made notes are there of Nathani. Nathani will help you for the pharmaceutical engineering preparation. So in this way, SOTICS means what? In this way, first you have to focus on core SOTICS, second physical pharmacy, and third one is a pharmaceutical engineering. So this is second most important subject. If you open the old GPAT question paper, you'll find that near about 50% questions, they are from pharmacology and SOTICS. Okay, in this way, this is the weightage of both the subjects, and hence I'll recommend that first student need to focus on the major subject rather than focusing on the minor one, isn't it? Moving to another major subject is pharmaceutical analysis. Okay, again I have divided pharmaceutical analysis in 4 sections. Okay, जब भी हम pharmaceutical analysis start करते हैं, if you are third year student and right now you are entering in a final year, if you start preparing for pharmaceutical analysis, आप लोग, one of the major mistake which you are committing is you start preparing from titrations. Okay, but titration is least important for the GPAT. Okay, because maximum nowadays we are using the advanced technique of pharmaceutical analysis, like spectroscopy. If you open any kind of old GPAT question paper, you'll find that 50% question of pharmaceutical analysis. Okay, not of whole syllabus, not of whole GPAT. Okay, I'm talking about pharmaceutical analysis. So in pharmaceutical analysis specifically, 50% question will be from spectroscopy. So when you are preparing for the GPAT, you must first focus on a spectroscopy. Okay, then 25% question, it will be on chromatography, 5% question will be on miscellaneous technique. Okay, and 10% will be on instrumental method, and 10% will be on titrometry. Okay, so if you don't have sufficient time, okay, you can escape titration. But I have personally seen that when students they start preparing for pharmaceutical analysis, they start with titration. They are reading acid base, complex symmetric. Okay, but hardly 1 or 2 questions will be there, and hence I'm again repeating that for GPAT exam preparation, we need the smart people. We need the smart people, and the way should be the smart one. So one by one, I'll tell you that what to read in spectroscopy. In spectroscopy, the first important is IR. In IR, every year you'll find that short question on the IR ranges. You can read the IR ranges from Pavia and installation part. Okay, and for that one, for IR overall, I'll recommend Pavia and Y. Sharma and ready-made notes of Chaitanya Ole. After in spectroscopy, after IR, the next important is UV. In UV, every year there is short question on Odor-Fisher rule, Beers and Lambert's law, and instrumentation. For that one, I'll recommend you Y.R. Sharma and Chetwal. Both are the basic book and ready-made notes of Chaitanya Ole. Talking about the NMR, third, in NMR, you must read the shielding, deshielding, chemical shift, factor affecting chemical shift. These are some important concept in NMR. And every year there is short question on this 4 to 5 points. Okay, NMR signals every year they are giving the structure and they're asking that how many NMR signals are expected with this compound. And apart from this 4 to 5 point instrumentation you have to read. For that one, the best book is Y.R. Sharma. Okay, and ready-made notes you can read from the Chaitanya Valley. And last chapter in spectroscopy is mass. For mass, I'll recommend that you must read the instrument, types of peak, Mac-Lafferty rearrangement, nitrogen rule, etc., etc. For that one, you have to refer Willard, Y.R. Sharma, and ready-made notes of Chaitanya Valley are there. In this way, if you are preparing for pharmaceutical analysis, first you should start with spectroscopy, isn't it? After spectroscopy, and for spectroscopy, I already mentioned that these are the 4 important books: Y. Sharma, Pavia, Willard, and ready-made notes of Chaitanya Valley are there. Okay. Talking about the next important topic in pharmaceutical analysis, where 25% question will be asked, is chromatography. In chromatography, again, you should not start with the paper chromatography and TLC. These all are the old method. So you should first, in chromatography, you should first start with HPLC, HPTLC, and GC. These are 3 advanced technique which we are using recently, and hence a question will be on the recent technique. And later, as a 4th point, you can read the paper chromatography or TLC, isn't it? And for chromatography, the one of the best book I'll suggest to you is Remington, best book. Okay. Later you can refer Beckett and Sternlake and Kasture, Worldker, up to you. And ready-made notes of Chaitanya Valley are also available. In miscellaneous, why there is a short question on miscellaneous method. Every year you'll find that 1 or 2 questions will be there on these 3 topics. Only 3 topics are there: Geldal nitrogen estimation method, Karl Fischer method, and oxygen flask combustion method. Okay, so you just read three methods and you'll find at least 1 question on this 3 method. And hence I'll recommend that after spectroscopy, chromatography, the 3rd important point which you should read in pharmaceutical analysis is miscellaneous method. And for that one, you can refer Beckett and Sternlake or Chaitanya Valley. In Chaitanya Valley, in a very proper way, he has summarized all 3 methods. Okay. The next one after the miscellaneous is instrumental. In instrumental, just take it lightly. Okay, just read the principle and instrument. Read the principal instrument. Okay, for example, it may be a potentiometry, polarography, amperometry, nephelometry, or spectroplurometry. Okay, and if you don't have time, you can escape this one because hardly 1 or 2 questions will be on instrumental method. Okay, and for instrumental method, I'll recommend Chatwal Anand, Kasturvedkar, and ready-made notes of Chetan Evely. Okay. Talking about the last points in pharmaceutical analysis is titration. Okay, and titration is the least important. Hardly 1 or 2 questions will be there. So again, for titration, you should take it in a very lighter mode. You just need to read the principle and indicators which are used in titration. They're normally asking that tell me which acid base in acid base titration, which indicators are used at pH 5, at pH 6. Likewise, mostly questions are on indicator, and hence in lighter way you should read acid base titration, non-aqueous titration, redox titration, precipitation titration, and compressive titration. Some of the time they are giving the drugs, for example, sulfonamide drug, and they're asking that which method is used for the titration of sulfonamide drug. Okay, likewise they're asking question on titration. So in this way you have to focus on pharmaceutical analysis, and for titration you can refer Chatwal Anand, and you can refer titration any kind of book which you are referring for the B Pharma. Not essential that you should go with Chatwal Anand but Kasturvedkar in Chaitanya Valley in a very brief and concise manner, proper way, he has given the ready-made. He has prepared the ready-made notes of pharmaceutical analysis. So this is all about pharmaceutical analysis. Now the next important subject is pharmacognosy. In pharmacognosy, you must refer first Khandelwal book. Okay, practical Khandelwal book. Okay, and there are the 2 or 3 sections in practical Khandelwal. The first is introductory pages. In middle, he has mentioned about a microscopy of all plants, and in last part or last section of book, he has mentioned quantitative and qualitative pharmacognosy. Okay, so in introductory pages of Khandelwal, what you have to read? You have to read types of stomata, types of calcium oxalate crystal, types of trichome. Okay, you must by heart that what are the different types of stomata, what are the different types of calcium oxalate crystal, what are the different types of trichome, okay, etc., etc. He has also discussed about different kinds of microscopic technique used for the herbal plant. Now, when you move to the last section of Khandelwal, you will find the qualitative and quantitative pharmacognosy. So in qualitative, you'll find different kinds of chemical tests, like chemical tests for alkaloid, glucoside, terpenoid, etc., etc. And in quantitative microscopy, you'll find different kinds of terminologies like stomatal number, stomatal index, palisade ratio, Van Asselt number, Venn termination number, Lycopodium spore method, World Health Organization guideline for the herbal drug. And on quantitative microscopy, every year there's a one or two question. Okay, and hence when you're reading pharmacognosy, first you start with that of the introductory pages of Khandelwal and last pages of Khandelwal. Okay. After that, there is a huge syllabus of pharmacognosy, but you must focus on these three chapters. The first is a glycoside, second is alkaloid, and third one is the volatile oils. Okay. Now in glycoside, okay, what you have to do, of course, synonym, then biological source as it is. Specifically in glycoside, you must read the hydrolysis product. They are asking a question on hydrolysis product in glycoside, especially in chemistry part. They're asking such kind of question that sinucide upon hydrolysis gives what? Okay, they're also asking question about the fluorescent. Okay, for example, this particular blue fluorescence in senna is because of which chemical? And hence in chemistry part, you must read three things: main chemical constituent, hydrolysis product, and UV fluorescent if it is mentioned. No need to do adulterated substituent for the glycoside, and uses only important. In case of alkaloid, okay, as usual synonym, you have to do the biological source as well as you are doing. Again in chemistry, the critical part which you have to do is primary metabolite. They're asking that from where this chemical, for example, tropane alkaloids. Okay, tropane alkaloids, they are obtained from which amino acid? Okay, primary metabolite they're asking in alkaloid. So you must read the primary metabolite in case of alkaloid. And as usual, main chemical constituent and UV fluorescent color you have to read in the chemistry of alkaloid. No need to do adulterated substituent again in alkaloid, and uses only prominent for the alkaloid. Talking about the volatile oils or terpenoid, I can say that synonym as well. But in biological source, you will find additional point mentioned over there in biological source. So clove contain this amount of this volatile oil. They have mentioned percentage of volatile oil. So when you are reading a volatile oils or terpenoid in biological source, along with biological source, you have to read percentage of particular oil, okay, which is given over there. Then of course main chemical constituent, and here you have to give more focus on adulterant and substituent. Okay, it means that if you are reading adulterant and substituent, you must read of volatile oils, or I can say that terpenoid, and no need to read the adulterant and substituent of glycoside and alkaloid. And of course you have to go with only prominent uses. And in this way, I'll recommend that for pharmacognosy, you must focus on three chapters: alkaloid, glycoside, and terpenoids. Again, this will be another question in your mind, that of which plant you should read the microscopy. Okay, there are several, there are more than 50 compounds, 15 herbal plants are there. Okay, and it will be very difficult for you to remember the microscopy. So based upon my experience here, I have sorted some drugs. So in glycoside, you must read the microscopy of Senna, Digitalis, Aloe, Rhubarb, and Glycyrrhiza. Okay, in alkaloid, you must focus on Hyoscyamus cinchona, opium, Nux omica, ergot, raulfia, and colchicum. Okay, and in volatile oil, you must focus on clove, nutmeg, fennel, and cumin. Okay, so these are some important plants which I am suggesting over here for doing a microscopy. Again, it may be question in front of you that okay, microscopy ke andar what to read, because it is quite vast. Quite vast microscope is given over there, isn't it? So in microscopy, you should read the diagnostic character. For example, in case of Nux omica, or trichomes are present, hairs are present. Okay, so this is one of the diagnostic character of Nux omica. In this way, when you're reading any kind of microscopy, you must focus on the diagnostic character, microscopic character, I can say that, and there will be short question on the diagnostic microscopic character. Okay, and these are some 10 to 15 drugs which I mentioned, of which you should do the microscopy. And for cognosy, I'll recommend Gokhale Kokate, Rangari, and this Khandelwal book which I was talking with you. Okay, so I can either you can use Gokhale Kokate or Rangari. Okay, Rangari, both are almost same equivalent book. It's up to you with which book you have to go. And the last and most important subject in major is organic chemistry. Okay, In organic chemistry, first you have to read the introduction as usual. When you open the Morrison Boyd or when you open the Behel and Behel, you'll find this all basic information, which is also given in the GPAT syllabus, that is bonds. So they're asking that which bond is is having the highest energy. Okay, the second important point is hybridization. They're asking about the angles of hybridization. They're asking about the stability of hybridization. And, okay, sp2, sp3. Then you also need to study concept of resonance and inductive effect, theories of acidity and basicity, aromaticity. In aromaticity, you have to read the Haskell rule. So these are some basic information which you have to read in introductory part. The most important point in organic chemistry is stereochemistry. You know very well that stereochemistry is divided into the two. One is a configurational isomer and second is a conformational isomer. In a configurational isomer, multiple terminologies are there, like cis and trans, dextro, levo, mesomer, enantiomer, diastomer. Okay, two nomenclatures are there in configurational isomer. The first is a ZNE nomenclature and second is a RNS nomenclature. And the next important point is the resolution of racemic mixture. If a mixture is there where the dextro and levo both forms are available mixed, so in that case, how you can separate the such kind of racemic mixture? You have to also study different methods. And last in stereochemistry is a conformational isomer. So you have already in your B forms, you have studied the conformation of ethane, conformation of butane, and conformation of cyclohexane. So they're asking such kind of question that which conformation of cyclohexane is the more stable, whether it is a boat or twist boat, likewise. Okay. So in this way, in stereochemistry, you have to focus on configurational isomer and conformational isomer. Okay. The next rules. So just open the Behel and Behel, and in every chapter you'll find at least one or two rule. Okay, for example, if you open the alkene, you will find Markovnikov rule, anti-Markovnikov rule, Sedzev rule, Haskell's rule. Okay, so at the same time you just go through the Behel and Behel. Okay, and wherever rules are mentioned, you just prepare your own notes. Okay, and there is short one question on the rule. Then these are some hidden name reaction. Okay. Actually, it is not given in the syllabus, okay, but this reactions comes under the alcohol and aldehyde. They have mentioned reactions of aldehyde, reactions of alcohol, okay. So one of the famous reaction, these are some famous reaction: SN1, SN2, SNI, E1, E2, A1CB, and in case of aldehyde and ketone, you will find several such kind of name reaction: aldol condensation, cross aldol condensation, Cannizzaro reaction. Okay, these are some important reaction which you have to do. And in GPAT syllabus, they also have mentioned some specific name reaction. Okay, so in that one you have to just, okay, don't worry about the name reaction, just don't keep any kind of fear. Here they are not asking about the mechanism of reaction, they are asking question: A react with B and it gives C. Okay, for example, in case of SN1 reaction, okay, alcohol react with this halogens, okay, and you will get either tertiary alkyl halide or tertiary or secondary, whatever it may be. Okay, so in this way, you have to remember just A react with B and it gives C. Okay. In this way, in name reaction, you don't have to do a detailed mechanism. Okay. Just in Diels-Alder, A react with B and it gives C. In this way, this 10 name reaction they already have mentioned over there. So where you have to do just statement: A react with B and it gives C. They also mentioned 4 to 5 rearrangements like Beckmann rearrangement, Baeyer-Villiger rearrangement. Again, in rearrangement, don't keep the fear of rearrangement. Here you have to do a statement only: A react with B and it gives C. Okay, that's so simple. And for organic chemistry, I'll recommend Behel and Morrison Boyd. Okay, so this is all about the major subjects. Okay, and in season 3, I'll be discussing with you about minor subjects. Okay, so this is all about today's session. Okay, and if you have any kind of a doubt, now you can ask. The session is open for the question and answer. You can ask me question. Okay, this is a question asked by Ash Mahajan. Okay, and this information related GPAT is very helpful for us. Thanks for arranging this lecture. I feel proud of be part of ASI. Okay, any other very useful session? If you have any kind of critical question, you can ask me. Okay, and I'm also thankful for your time. Okay, special time which you have given for this session. Now this session is open for question and answer. Sir, where we certification of attendance. Yes, you will. Where we certification? No, actually, no need to give any kind of feedback about this one. Okay, all the participants they will get the certificate. No need and no need of means what I can say that giving any kind of attendance. Okay, please ask me question if you have any other question in your mind. Can you use, somebody asked, can you use Mehta for organic chemistry? Yes, you can use Mehta. Okay, no problem. Actually, Mehta is one of the good book. Okay, Mehta. Okay, if you so either you can use Behl and Behl or Mehta, and both are the Indian authors, and you can also go with that the Morrison Boyd. Somebody asked whether Tripathi is sufficient. Yes, Tripathi is sufficient, but along with Tripathi, you must read both volumes, 7th and 8th. Okay, and if you are interested, you must read the tables which are given in the which are given into the Rangendel. How to read microbiology in the next season? I'll discuss about microbiology. Yes, this video will be available on YouTube. Okay, you can later see that one. Somebody asked me that whether Satuskar is good for pharmacology. No, I'll not. You can for first reading you can read the Satuskar, okay. But for main reading or for preparing GPAT examination, I'll recommend you that you must go with that of the Tripathi and Rangandel. Okay. People are asking question about the minor subject biochemistry. Yes, for I'll be discussing about minor subject in the next season. Okay. Yes, for biochemistry you can refer the Satyanarayan, no issue. Somebody is asking that whether Chaitanya Avale is available online. No, it is not available online. You just find it on Amazon. Okay, you'll get it. Okay, it is available mostly in Maharashtra. Okay. Teja is something. Teja, he's asking that which book he should refer for cosmetic. Okay, for cosmetic you can read, you can refer any kind of book. Uh, Okay, I'll take another question. Should we read physical pharmacy before pure pharmacy? Yes, yes. This is more. बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा है. Okay. He has asked me that whether he should read the physical pharmacy before Sodix. Of course, you must read the physical pharmacy because physical pharmacy is the base of pharmaceutics. So you must start with physical pharmacy first, and later you can move to the Sodix. Vivek Vishal is asking, is Subramanian sufficient for PP and physical engineering? Yes, Subramanian is sufficient, more than sufficient, I'll say that. Okay, next. Somebody is saying that can we use Mehta for Sotex? Actually, Lackman is one of the best. Okay, I don't know. I didn't read the Mehta. Okay, but so I will not recommend. Okay, but मैं ऐसा नहीं बता रहा हूँ कि आपने यही बुक पढ़ना चाहिए. फर्स्ट रीडिंग में जहाँ पर भी आप कंफर्टेबल हो, फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन यू आर डूइंग फर्स्ट रीडिंग, ओके, यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद मेहता, गो विद मेहता. बट फॉर सेकंड रीडिंग, ओके, यू शुड यूज द स्टैंडर्ड बुक. अगर आपने जीपैट का सिलेबस उठा के देखा तो यू विल फाइंड दैट एट द एंड ऑफ जीपैट सिलेबस दे हैव मेंशन्ड द स्टैंडर्ड बुक. Okay, so of course if questions are from the standard book, you must refer the standard one. Sanket is asking that whether he can use a Silverstein. Yes, you can use Silverstein, no issue. And even analysis, when I discuss about analysis, I have mentioned individual book. That means Sutix and analysis, these are two subjects where you have to refer the multiple books. Nathani book is available. Martin, okay, somebody is asking about Martin for physical pharmacy. Yes, Martin is okay, no problem. Okay, but Martin is quite a complicated book. Okay, on the other hand, if you are reading Martin, if you understand from Martin, no problem. Okay, but that's Subramaniam. Okay, in a simplified manner, in a best way, he has given pharmaceutical engineering and physical pharmacy. Okay, so you can refer, if you are good, if you are comfortable with Martin, you can go with that one. But if you are face problem, because in Martin, in a essay form he has mentioned the thing. On the other hand, in Subramaniam, you'll find in a systematic way as well as in diagrammatic way he has explained the things. Okay, can we get some good MCQ for testing ourselves? Deepa Lalwan is asking this. Listen, okay. Most of the students they feel that just by solving, they are not studying from the book. Okay, what they are doing, they are preparing WhatsApp group, okay, or any kind of a Telegram group, okay. And one person daily he is putting MCQ on that WhatsApp and Telegram, I can say that, and they are answering. Actually, reading from the MCQ will not resolve your concept. It will not clear your concept. Okay. For example, if I'm telling you one story, on that one story, the story will be of 10 line only. On that 10 line, I can prepare 100 MCQ. Okay. Okay, so don't read from the MCQ. Yes, when you have to read the MCQ, when you finish with one chapter, then you have to solve the MCQs on that particular chapter. Okay, so I recommend that Famkeys is one of the best platform where you'll find that all old question paper, okay, in interactive form, and that Famkeys will help you to boost your confidence. For example, you finish one chapter of pharmaceutics, say tablet, then you solve the question on the tablet. So you will come to know that what kind of question they are asking on the tablet, what kind of question they are asking on capsule. Where I get the Nathani PDF. Nathani, you need to purchase the Nathani book. Okay, it is not available in soft copy. Somebody is asking about can they use Najma Nandar? Yes, Najma Nandar also contain the old question paper. Okay, you can refer Najma Nandar. Prathamesh Dhamne is asking that he is right now in TY. Okay, so what kind of subject he need to study? So as I discussed with you that if you are from, if rightly you entered in third year, so rather than reading pharmacology, okay, or rather than reading the pharmaceutics, you must focus first on those subjects which you have, which are there in GPAT syllabus as well as you studied in second year. Okay, so I think that you I don't know about second year syllabus, but the physical pharmacy and pharmaceutical engineering, these two subjects, as well as biochemistry, microbiology, okay, this 4 to 5 subjects you already covered in second year. So if you are in third year and you are about to prepare for GPAT examination, so I'll recommend that for third year student, they should first focus on physical pharmacy, pharmaceutical engineering, biochemistry, microbiology. Okay, means वो जो subject जो आपके second year में हो चुके हैं as well as they are in GPAT, so you must focus on that one. Okay. Okay, third year student, they should not directly go with a critical subject like that of the pharmacology. Okay. Somebody is asking that Arun Bahal, Dipti Suresh is asking that Arun Bahal is sufficient or not. Yes, Arun Bahal is sufficient. No problem. Okay, but in Bahal and Bahal, you will not get a name reaction or rearrangement. Okay, so even not in Morrison body, you'll get that one. Okay, so name reaction and rearrangement के लिए one of the best. If you I forget the name of that book. Okay, but alternately हमें name reaction और rearrangement में हमें क्या करना है? Just we have to do the statement A react with B and it gives C. So you can use Google as a guru. Okay, just find out that aldol condensation. So in aldol condensation, Google will tell you that what is aldol condensation. Okay, and of course you can use Bahal and Bahal, no problem. Mehta you can use. Both are the good Indian authors. Okay, and I will appreciate both the authors Bahal and Bahal as well as the Mehta. Okay, they in simplified manner they have written organic chemistry. Okay, somebody is saying that Wallis and CK Kokate are sufficient for or not. Okay, I think that Wallis is you can refer Wallis, no problem. Okay, but I'll recommend that even if you go with Gokhale Kokate, okay, it is more than sufficient. Okay, because hardly nowadays from 2019 onward, hardly 5 questions will be there on pharmacognosy. Okay, 5 to 6 questions will be there on pharmacognosy. So even Wallis is an international book. Okay, if you are comfortable with Wallis, no, most welcome, no issue. Okay, but if when I'm talking in public, so I have to consider all kind of student. Okay, moderate, average, and all one. Okay, if you are brilliant one, you can refer any kind of international book, no issue. Okay, but for cognition, I'll recommend that Gokhale Kokate and Khandelwal both are sufficient. Sir, we should start solving question paper after preparing the topic. Okay. Yes, Ritul is asking that. Yes, कि हमने क्वेश्चन पेपर कब सॉल्व करना चाहिए. Yes, you should solve the question paper or any kind of MCQs after reading that particular topic. Okay. अगर आपने टॉपिक ही नहीं पढ़ा, if you are not aware about the particular topic and you directly start with reading the MCQs, so don't feel that you are working proper duration. And I personally seen that student who WhatsApp पे they are preparing group. Okay, where one is posting the question MCQ and others are discussing on that one. Okay, जबकि that MCQ will be from the middle of the story. Okay, because when you're reading from the book, the story starts from the introduction, then middle and end. Okay, so you should solve the MCQs, of course. Okay, but after reading particular topic. Salat, Pearson and Chetan Evle sufficient for GPAT. Dinesh is asking this question. Okay, I'm taking all the question. Pearson and Chetan Evle. Okay, yes. Actually, better Dinesh, I would like to answer to your question that these are the notes. Okay, these are not sufficient for GPAT. Okay, actually, this is your question. Actually, first you have to read from the textbook. Okay, and then Pearson is ready-made notes. Okay, Chetan Evle is ready-made notes. From ready-made notes, you never be able to clear your concept. Okay, whatever notes I'm talking in the lecture कि आप अपनी notes बनाओ. In the same way, they have prepared notes. If you are not working, they have work on your behalf, और उन्होंने notes बना के they have published that one in the form of books. Okay, so I will recommend that yes, Pearson, Chetan, both are not sufficient. Along with textbook, yes, then Pearson, you can read from the Pearson, you can read from the Chetan only. Pearson, okay. So Mayur is asking that Wilson and Griswold is a vast. Okay, so S.N. Pandey I'll suggest. Mayur, I'll suggest S.N. Pandey. Okay, it is good book. Okay, and even if you have fear of medicinal chemistry, you can escape that one, no issue, because already I discussed with you in the lecture that 90% of medicinal chemistry you already covered into the pharmacology. Jayesh Patil is asking that till which month covered all syllabus. In the season 1, I have given the timetable. Okay, I don't know how you're working. Okay, but you must be enjoying this lockdown, isn't it? Just sitting idle at your home. Okay, but this is not time to sit idle at your home without preparing. Okay, on the other hand, you should consider this in a positive way. You have sufficient time for the exam preparation. Okay, so I hope that by that of the June, July, first you should finish pharmacology. Okay, pharmacology is one of the major subject. Whoever finish pharmacology as fast as possible, there is more guarantee that he'll qualify GPAT exam. Okay, other subjects are technical subjects. For example, in Sodix, I can say that which hardness tester is used for this tablet. So it is fixed question. Okay, which binder is added for this tablet, it is fixed question. Okay, what is the dissolution time of FSM table? So it will be 2 to 3 minutes. It is fixed question. There is no concept in Sodix. Means concept means what? Points are not interlinked with each other. On the other hand, in College you'll find that points are interlinked with each other. Okay, and hence I'll say that College is a conceptual subject. You must finish College, and just to see the timeline. Okay, I have given a complete schedule. Okay, and for that one you just need my first lecture. Okay, first it is also available on my YouTube channel. Okay, I'm taking another question. How to prepare strategic way and avoid negative marking? And Darshan is asking that how to prepare strategic way. Okay, so whatever I'm discussing with strategies. Okay, I'm telling you pharmacology first. I'm telling you then you can escape medicinal chemistry. These are the strategies. Okay, and whatever the question you have asked is about the negative marking. Okay, this is some sort of higher level question. So when you'll solve the multiple time MCQs, okay, you will understand that. You will develop automatically. You'll develop the logical reasoning. Okay, and that logical reasoning. Okay, for example, if you have confusion between B and C. Okay, so automatically based upon your knowledge. Okay, I'll conduct one more session. Okay, where I'll be guiding you how to solve the question paper. Okay, what are the different kinds of strategy one you need to use. But when you will be solving multiple MCQs, okay, after reading particular point, automatically this strategy will develop in yourself. Okay, so first you should do the engagement. Later marriage आपकी हो ही जाएंगी. Okay, first you should think about the engagement. और engagement के पहले you need to पहले लड़की पसंद कर लेते हैं. So that's why I'm telling you that first you focus on the study. Then after once your studies cover, you then solve the question. Automatically, when you will solve the question, this problem will be resolved automatically. Somebody asked that how to prepare for GPAT examination in third year. So I told you that जो second year के अंदर आपके subjects हो चुके हैं, which are the parts of GPAT syllabus, first आप उस पर ध्यान दीजिए. For third year student, I'm not recommending that you should go with pharmacology or you should start with the pharmaceutics. So I'll recommend that आपका already you have covered the physical pharmacy in second year. You must have covered the engineering. You must have covered biochemistry. You must have covered microbiology. So you can this way. In the beginning of third year, right now this is the beginning of third year. Okay, so you can finish this 3 to 4 subject. Okay, so when next semester will come, say that January. Okay, so you can start pharmacology from January onward. Somebody is asking that Biren Shah and K. Sethi is good for book for pharmacognosy. For pharmacognosy, there is no restrictions. Okay, I feel that you should refer a Gokhale Kokate. But if you are comfortable with Biren Shah and Seth, again both are the good books, no issue at all. If you are comfortable with Biren Shah and Seth, you can go with that one. Uh, I'm taking another question. Sir, you told that if you study in Rang and Del, then no need to study in Triparty. But in case of classification, there is no clear description in Rang and Del. Yes, this is a Lick is asking this question. Yes, yes. This may be, she has asked very proper question. So in that case, you have to take, so what I told you that prepare one book as a basic book. And if you have some sort of confusion about that one, you can look into the other one. Okay, see that if you have confusion about classification, on the other hand, I'll say that yes, you have properly analyzed this one. Classification in systematic way, it is given in Triparty. Okay, so I'll say that okay, Rangandel, and you can read the classification from Triparty. Okay, okay, no. So this is answer to this question, and I already told you that okay, you have to make one book as a basic. Okay, or basic बनाने के बाद then you can look into the other book if you are if you have confusion about one. Okay, for example, even if you are not understanding introduction, okay, then you can refer the H.L. Sharma. In H.L. Sharma, in diagrammatic way, he has mentioned about the introduction part, introduction of particular disease, isn't it? If Foe is good book, okay. GDC notes are sufficient for crack examination. Okay, actually, what I'm recommending that no any book is no any notes are perfect. Okay, multiple notes are there. Okay, the first and most important thing is that you must read from the textbook. Okay, then later you can shift to the GDC, you can shift to the any other notes. Okay, okay, but I cannot say that. I'll say that basic books are most important. They'll clear your concept. This is Samiksha is asking that how to balance semester study and GPAT study. बेटा अभी तो semester बंद ही है. Okay. Hardly online classes will be there. Okay. There is no any kind of tension of semester, isn't it? Okay. So I don't think that even how the condition will work in future. I think that till there is a Diwali, this until and unless we have vaccine of COVID-19, this problem will not be solved. Okay. So I don't think that there is any issue of semester with you. Right now, this is full time, full-fledged free time for you, and you can spend in GPAT exam preparation. This is another question asked by user. So please do suggest how to make 24 hours time management. Should we cover all the major subject earlier and later cover minor, or should we make some time for minor also? Iram is asking this question. So Iram, I'm suggesting you that minor subject you can finish in 1 month. Okay, in minor we are not okay. When I'll conducting a season 3, in that one I'll discuss with you about minor. We are not that much serious about minor. We are just reading the most important point in minors one. Okay, because 80% question they have been asked on the major subject. Okay, and hence I'll suggest you that you should focus before Diwali. You must complete all these 6 major subject. Okay, and minor subject you can finish within 1 month. Okay, okay. I'll discuss with you that how to finish the minor subject within 15 days even. For example, if you are, I would like to quote one example. For example, if I'm reading a pharmaceutical jurisprudence, okay, so in pharmaceutical jurisprudence, I will not read all laws, okay, Pharmacy Council of India, drug and cosmetic, okay. In pharmaceutical jurisprudence, just I will read the schedules A to X, okay. So 5 minutes, so say that 1 hour. In 1 hour, if you read all schedules, your PJ is over. So in this way, just we are focusing on the most important point in minor subjects, okay. But I'll recommend that okay, you must finish major subjects. Okay. This is another question after Tripathi, which book should be refer? Okay. Mayur Kapade is asking, KD which should refer H.L. Sharma or Sparsh Gupta? देखो college is your basic book. Okay, if you are considering college as a basic book, you can refer Sparsh Gupta, or you can refer, I'll say that rather than using H.L. Sharma, you should refer Sparsh Gupta. But Sparsh Gupta is normally used by the MBBS student. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay. This is another question asked by SB, Mr. SB. Is according to how much time we should give for one topic of ecology? You should prepare your own planning, your own timetable. Okay. For example, say that in ecology, in 30 topics are there. Okay. So in one day you must finish one chapter. So in this way you must plan that according to your stamina, according to your capacity. You must prepare your own timing. Okay. So at least I will recommend that maximum 2 days you must finish one chapter. Okay. And any other? Yes, I'm getting questions from. Does Pharmacist conduct? This is another question asked by Pooja. Okay, and she's asking that whether Pharmacist is asking daily quiz. Okay, no, actually they are conducting a mock test. Okay, monthly they are conducting mock tests. They are not conducting. They are about to conduct the daily quizzes very soon. Okay. This is another question asked by Salat Vishnu. I'm in final year. I'm in final year, and all my concepts are clear. So shall I start with the readable notes? Yes, you can. If your concepts are clear, okay. If you do understand about all the, if your concepts are clear about all the topic, then and if you do understand from the ready-made notes, then you can go with that one. No problem. If you are final pass out, or if your all concepts are clear. Sir, I'm in third year. Can I give GPAT? Will I be eligible to take admission next year after completing fourth year? Is it possible? As such, by law, you cannot appear for third year in third year for GPAT examination. Even if you, by misusing the law, if you appear for third year, even if you qualify examination, so that will not be considered as admitting score. Okay, again you have to appear for the GPAT examination in final year. And I have personally seen that those students who qualify in third year, they got overconfident. Okay, and they are not doing up to the mark in final year. Okay, so I'll say that legally only final year students are allowed to appear for the GPAT examination. Mangesh Saraf is asking that for mock test there is need to pay any kind of fees. No need to pay any kind of fees. This is another question asked by Patel Tamima. Okay, she's asking that whether SCR is important. Tamima, only in last 30 years, I think only 3 questions will be asked on the SCR. So SCR is not that much important. Okay, yes, only in 30 years. Okay, 3 to 4 questions are there. Okay, so it is not that much important. How many times we can attain the GPAT? As many time as you want, you can appear for the GPAT examination. There is no any kind of limit for GPAT. Okay, it is not like that NEET or other MBBS type of examination. Okay, many time you can appear, no limitation. Okay, Vaibhav is asking this question. Can we refer Pearson and Piyush after reading? Jay Soni is asking. Okay, yes, you can refer better. No, you can refer the peer. I'm telling you that. Okay, when you finish one topic, then when you're reading that for the first time, okay, you may be having a lot of confusion. Okay, so in that case, this Pearson or Piyush, okay, that books will help you, because in that books you'll find ready-made notes. Okay, in this way, that notes will help you to prepare particular time. Yes, Mr. MKM is the name of user. He's asking that whether Sanyal is sufficient. Yes, Sanyal is very good book. Yes, I was forgetting. I was not remembering. Sanyal is good book for rearrangement and name reaction. You can refer Sanyal for that one. Okay, for name reactions, I can say that. SB is asking that if Tripathi is a basic book, then which book should be taken? Okay, you can refer Rangandel. Kunal is asking that whether they can use Deshpande. Okay, Deshpande for the pharmacology. Kunal, I didn't gone through the Deshpande book. Okay, but I'll recommend that you should stick to the standard book. Okay. This is another question asked by Iram again. Sir, pattern of study and strategy for preparation will be same for GPAT? Yes. Okay, a little bit there is difference in the NIPER examination, and when you'll qualify GPAT examination, after that I'll guide you for the NIPER. Okay, you can watch my YouTube lecture where I have prepared a series of lecture for the NIPER. Okay, So once you qualify GPAT examination, there is a little bit difference in the strategy, not but there is not too much difference. Okay. Uh, Synthesis is important in medicinal chemistry is asked by Harshal. Listen, okay, synthesis. Utkarsh is asking that to get 30-year question, as you said, in stupid one. Yes, to get the 30 years question. Actually, it is not 30 years question. It is interactive. It is that website is available in interactive form. Okay, so you need to pay as a subscription fee. It is online platform. Somebody asked me that whether synthesis one I have to do. Okay, I already told you that there will be one or two questions on synthesis. Okay, if you are good in medicinal chemistry, okay, even you cannot attempt the synthesis. Okay, so sometimes what happened that they're asking logical synthesis. Logical synthesis means what? If you're good in organic chemistry, you can easily interpret. Okay, in synthesis, what they're asking, either asking the starting material, either asking the name of what I can say that reagents or catalysts which has been used. Any other, please? This is a long question asked by Patel. Sir, please detail about the GPAT rank on OBC because sir, many students did not chance because he have not shown their national OBC certificate, but they have state certificate. Right now, government has changed their strategies. Okay, they are saying that if you are from OBC, your name must be enrolled into the national register. Okay, and if you have state OBC, you may not be getting that kind of facility. Okay, for the first time this year they did that one, and let's see that how it will work. Okay, for the first time they are saying that if you're claiming for the OBC category, your name must be there in the central list. Okay, your category should be there in central list. Let's see that how it will work. uh, any other question? Somebody asked that any other book from pharmacology. Okay, pharmacology classification. Yeah, so only Tripathi is good for pharmacology classification. Tripathi is best. Amol Chaudhary is asking that which book is for good for pharmacology classification. Yes, it is Tripathi. Any other, please? Sir, should I study multiple subjects? Oh, yes, this is an important question asked by Ritul. Okay, sir, should I study multiple subjects or focus only one subject? You must focus only on subjects because right now, first आपको ये सीखना है कि how to prepare for the GPAT exam preparation, and you will be having a lot of confusion over here. And if you are focusing on multiple subjects, so ना आप इधर के रहेंगे ना आप उधर के रहेंगे. So first, you must understand GPAT exam preparation is something different as compared to the academics. Here, question will not be asked on the write a short note or give the definition. Okay, so that's why I'll recommend that rather than focusing on multiple subjects, you must focus on the one subject at a time. Okay. Yes, you can focus. For example, if you want to focus on second subject, I'll recommend pharmacognosy. For example, if you are reading pharmacology, so in the daily morning you just get up, okay, and read one drug of pharmacognosy. So in this way, in background you are reading pharmacognosy. No need to give special time to pharmacognosy. So if you are interested to read more than one subject, so pharmacognosy I'll recommend in the background. Okay. So this is my suggestion if you are interested for multiple subjects. Amit Suresh is asking that feedback link. Amit Suresh, no need to give feedback. Okay, okay. Your attendance, you are watching my lecture itself is a feedback for you. I will give certificate to the all who has a register for this program. Don't worry about that one. Okay. And any other? 6 month. Shreya Pandey is asking that whether 6 months is sufficient for GPAT exam preparation. Yes, 6 months is more than sufficient. Okay, 6 months is more than. Which test series is best? So I already recommend you PharmKeys. PharmKeys is somewhat, test series means whether you will work as per the expectation. For example, if you go with particular test series, okay, so in the beginning they'll be say that they are sending you Sutix test series, okay, but you're reading ecology, so how you're matching with each other, isn't it? So this is another problem while putting a test series. Okay, sir, how to solve tricky logical question? Okay. Only focus on 3 subjects: pharmaceutical, pharmacology, and some minor subject is able to chance. Yes, this Rangraj is asking this question. Yes, maximum 50% question they are from pharmaceutics and pharmacology. Okay, and in my, I'll tell you, I'll recommend you that you must watch my first season. Okay, where I discuss with you that how many question is needed to qualify the GPAT examination. Just 40 questions. Okay, and you'll find that 40 question will be pharmaceutics and ecology itself. Himakshi is asking that how to solve tricky and logical question other than syllabus, how to deal with them. Actually, in GPAT examination, there will not be any other question out of syllabus. Everything will be as per the syllabus. Okay, and I already told you that if question is difficult, no need to solve that one. Okay, even all India topper is not solving all 125 questions. So why you are bothering about the difficult tricky question? If you GPAT में वही question solve करने जो आपको आते हैं. Okay, attempt only those question which you are able to solve. Okay, don't go with such kind of tricky question where you can where there is more chances that you will click the wrong answer. Okay. Uh, Rishabh is asking that what is the qualifying marks for GPAT open category? Rishabh Mehta. Rishabh, I have already mentioned in season one. Okay, GPAT. You would just watch that lecture, and for GPAT this year cutoff goes around 170 around. Okay, 163. Please kindly correct me. Okay. सो फॉर जी ओपन कैटेगरी आपको बहुत पढ़ाई करना है. ठीक है, यू शुड नॉट बी क्वाइट काम एंड रिलैक्स. ओके, आपको बहुत पढ़ाई करना है. एंड आई से दैट अगेन फॉर से दैट फॉर 2021 कट ऑफ विल बी अराउंड अगेन 160. दिस ईयर इट गोज अराउंड 163. आई थिंक दैट. And again you can expect the same cutoff in the next year also. Cutoff actually depends upon the easiness and toughness of question paper. Actually you cannot predict what will the cutoff. If question paper is tough, cutoff goes down. If question paper is easy, cutoff goes high. Okay, so but for open category you have to work hard. Okay, and I'll say that cutoff for the open will be higher as compared to other category. And if you're from open category and you are financially weak, I'll recommend that in season one, I have told you that you must obtain the EWS certificate. And you can see that cutoff of EWS is almost comparable with SC and ST category student. So if you belong to open and if you are not financially sound, you can opt that EWS certificate. So new subjects include new syllabus like herbal technology, biotechnology. So we have to read those. Okay, this is a question asked by Shreya Patil. Shreya Pandey, I think. Okay. Shreya is asking that, sir, the new subjects include in the new syllabus like herbal drug technology, biotechnology. Beta Shreya, we are not dealing with your semester syllabus. हमें जो syllabus हम देख रहे हैं, we are reading the GPAT syllabus, okay, NTA syllabus, okay. So अगर आपके B form के अंदर multiple subjects भी आ जाते हैं, तो it doesn't have any kind of impact on GPAT, okay. Okay, herbal drug technology, whatever the syllabus given by the NTA, you have to focus on that one, okay. Okay, so this is your question that whether we need to read this herbal drug technology and biotechnology. Okay, if it is there in GPAT syllabus, you have to read. If it is not there in GPAT syllabus, no need to read. Okay, this is other question, important question asked by Shubham. Okay, Shubham is asking that in Medicam there is a different classification compared to pharmacology. Okay, so in that case, what to do? Shubham, actually 70% cases, in 70% cases, ecology classification is matching with medicinal chemistry classification. Only 30% cases are there, okay, where classification is a little bit different, okay. Okay, but what kind of question they are asking on the classification? So in classification, they're asking such kind of question that which basic ring is present. Okay, in Tripartite, they're asking category. Okay, say that long-acting drugs are short-acting drug. Okay, but if question has been asked on the classification in medicinal chemistry, it will be on the ring. They'll be saying that which basic ring is there. Okay, so that's why I told you that, okay, no need to worry about that one. If you are finishing with pharmacology and leaving medicinal chemistry, no issue. So I told you that already, that in medicinal chemistry, you have to, if you are doing medicinal chemistry, you must focus on the structure, IP nomenclature, and synthesis. Any chance to extend NIPER? Okay, this is another question asked by Sharad Ingle. Any chance to extend NIPER 2020? So still picture is not clear. Okay, it is in the hand of NIPER comes under the central government. So very soon, I think that within 2 to 3 days, day you'll get the news or information about that one. I don't think that there is chances of extending NIPER, because for NIPER only 3 to 4 thousand students are there across India. This is another question, important question asked by Arti. Sir, we qualified GPAT examination third year. Can you attend the NIPER? Yes. For NIPER examination, GPAT qualification is the basic criteria. Whether you qualify in third year or final year, it doesn't matter. This another question. Sir, please answer. Does we require central OBC certificate for appearing for GPAT? Right now, if you have state OBC, it's okay. Okay, but when you will be filling GPAT form, they are saying that you must have central OBC certificate. So getting a central OBC certificate, if your name is there in that central OBC, you go to the Tehsil, okay. In Maharashtra, it is called as a Tehsil office, okay, or magistrate office, okay, or Setu system is there in Maharashtra. You just reach to Setu or any kind of Tehsil office and say then that I already have OBC certificate of state, okay, I want to apply for the central. So within 2 to 3 days, just online, within 2 to 3 days, you'll get a central certificate. So getting central OBC certificate is not that much tedious as compared to the state one. But better way, you must have the central OBC certificate, but it will be needed at the time of admission, okay. And they have implemented the central OBC rule from this year onward, okay. Last year it was not like that. Manas is asking about the timetable for GPAT, okay. So GPAT ke liye, you have to prepare better your own timetable, okay. I don't know about you, okay. I don't know about your conditions, okay, but you must keep yourself busy, okay. You just first you fix that, okay, you just watch my season 1 where I discuss the timetable. For example, first you plan the subject. For example, if you are planning for pharmacology, then see that how many chapters are there. 30 chapters are there. Then decide that whether you have to do 30 chapters in 1 month. It means that in 1 day you have to finish 1 chapter, and accordingly you have to work. Sanket is asking that if you qualify in third year, can we get scholarship? No, you'll not get scholarship. Even based upon the third year score, you'll not be able to get admission for the M.Pharma. How to remember the all drug in Cognosy? It is another question asked by Arti. So Arti, Cognosy is some sort of a rectification. So I told you that when you are reading one subject, pharmacology, so in the morning you just get up, okay, and read one drug, okay, and do the discussion, okay. Rectification is possible when you are doing a discussion with your friend. I hope that I answered all of you, okay, and already we crossed the 1.5 hours, okay. If you have any kind of question, you can write down in comment box and later I'll reply to you, okay. So thank you so much for giving your precious time, okay. And if you do have any kind of problem, you can write down in comment box, or otherwise you'll be there on Telegram group. You must be there on Telegram group. You can write down over there in Telegram, okay. I'll be replying over there. So thank you so much for listening me, okay. And here I'm finishing my talk. Thank you so much.